Hey everybody, Mike Pfeiffer again. I know they're getting fast and furious these days, the updates, but that's because I'm making a lot of progress. Um, Today, I'm going to show you what I did. I got the other end all demoed out, and I'm going to explain a couple things to you, show you a couple of reflective things back, and just kind of let you know what's going on once again. I appreciate all the comments, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Um, it's a lot of fun for me, to get in here and just like start fresh. It's like I'm new to the hobby again. I can't explain it to you guys, but for me, dealing with model trains every day, it gets kind of old and stagnant when I just came in here and looked at the old layout. But anyways, I won't bore you with that. But let me just show you what's new in the update number 3. Okay, everybody. As you remember from the video 2, the town was all still there. The town is now all gone. All that has been torn out up to this point here. And I'm going to grab the camera by hand and I'm going to kind of explain to you what the game plan is and what the game plan was. Okay, just so you guys already know, but when I stripped off this stuff, it took me back to a bygone era. As you can see there's some remnants of my HO track that was in here at one time. And it came around here. Anyway, I just thought that was a little bit on the interesting side. As you can see, I've torn out the stringers that held up the city over here. I've left this one in, and I'll show you why in a minute. We'll go over some of that. As I got over here, my intention was to strip all of this out of here. But upon further thinking about this, I have a container here that I put long stuff in, such as sections of track and long wire and stuff like that. Plus my my little disc player is here for my birds and my background sounds that you always hear in the videos playing. And the wire is right there and goes right up the edge of this board and goes up to that speaker. And I guess instead of moving that, and I don't know whether I am or am not going to move it, but I may move it. But to get back to what I was going to tell you is, these rolling carts are about 14 inches deep, 13 to 14 inches deep. As luck would have it, this is about 13 inches deep. So what I have decided to do is take and maybe extend this out. I'm not sure if I'll angle this or do something on the end here. Leave my room switches down here where they are. Get rid of this power strip most likely. Repaint this wall when I get that far. But I'm going to take, this is angled, and if I get down here, you can see, I think you can see, that there is an angle to this board. It goes out to like 16 or 18 inches there. What I'm going to do is, this is 13 inches, I'm going to take that in, I'm going to take that board and cut it off, and I'm going to move this in and make this a flat shelf that just continues down that way, and you can see that it's the identical level of the top of the shelf that comes into the garage, or from the garage. And then what I'll do is I'll put some kind of countertop material or something on this whole thing down here. And I planned on putting shelves up here anyway that were going to be about 12 inches wide. So you wouldn't be able to walk there anyway, so I figured I might as well use that space. So that's the game plan right now. I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff down here, some of that stuff, obviously all that stuff. But there'll be one leg right here on the outer end, and it'll just come straight down 12 inches wide, or 13 inches wide. This is about 2.5 feet wide, or deep, I should say. And this is about, I don't know what that is. But let's get into the plan versus what I have sitting here. Okay, You can see with my tape measure up against the wall over there, and if I come out here, you can see that 4'6" or 54 inches is right there. So it's about 1, 2, 3, 4.5 inches from this stringer. If you look at the diagram here, it looks to me like it's about 4 foot, not quite 6 inches, but that's about what it'll wind up being. I'll put another stringer right here, probably at 54 inches, that will denote the edge of the layout. I'll be able to put hook fascia to that and bring it around this outside edge here and continue down this way with fascia. Okay? So that is the game plan. And then whatever's left, which let me measure that real quick, and we'll go over that. Now, according to the diagram, I have about 3'6" out there, and if you look at the tape measure is against that wall over there. Come out here to 3'6". I don't know if I said 4'6", but 3'6". You'll see that it's right on the 4'6" mark from the other side. So my layout dimensions on my AnyRail program here are pretty darn close to what I actually have, if not spot on. So I will have about 3.5 feet of vacant space here. I still haven't quite figured out, number one, what I'm going to do with that little window that you used to see in the tunnel from the outside, but I am pretty sure I'm going to cut the backdrop off right about there. Let me see, right about there, and take it all off the wall all the way around to there. Therefore, this will just be, let me back up, that corner will be just a big open area with a tabletop that goes in an L shape around there. And as I've mentioned probably in the video previously, what that will allow me to do is bring a lot of my die cast and my model kits. My model kits can all stack over here as high as I can stack them up to the ceiling, because the ceiling is low here. So I will have a place to put the model kits, anything else that I want to put out here. It will also give me, let me back up, as you can, let me get my tripod out of the way. It's kind of crowded in here at the moment. The idea is to uncrowd it. You can see when I come out to 3 feet, it's going to be about 4 or 5 inches further than these stringers are. You can see that I'm going to have quite a wide space here, good space to maneuver around and walk around. Of course, not with all this crap on the floor, but at some point in time, I will be able to do that. So here's kind of a let's look down on it shot, and you get the idea. The foam will sit right on top of these risers. Like I've told you, I think in the past video, I'm going to have to put new risers up here that extend out to 36 inches. But I'm liking it so far. I'm really liking the openness. I can stand here at the door and it feels like I can breathe. I love it. So anyway, I'm going to swing around. In fact, I'm going to walk over here in this corner. And I'm going to pan around this way. You guys have already seen this, but I'm going to give you a kind of a low shot here around so that you can see my jacket. No, not really. Anyway, you can see my tripod and everything. But anyway, this gives you an idea of the level of the layout. I don't know what kind of foam I'm going to be able to find here. I don't know if I can find 2-inch thick. I think I will go with 2-inch thick just for the rigidity, because I'm not going to put any wood under it. I know guys are saying, oh, you got to put Luan or something underneath it, you know, to support it and all that. Well, I'm not going to be standing on it. And we haven't had any trouble at the fairgrounds putting it on 2.5 and 3 foot spans, because we don't get up there and stand on it. And foam holds its shape very well. So anyway, that's the game plan. Now I'm just going to cover a couple other things. Okay, gang, and I think I mentioned to you that I'm going to keep this shelf down here, but move it out once I get the stringers built. You can see that I was successful in getting all of the buildings out, I think all of them. I may have broken one or so, but I was able to get them all out, and I was really surprised with the bus depot. I got the parking lot and everything out with only just one little piece of minor damage right there. The town buildings, I didn't remember, but I had put them on styrene sidewalk sheet, evergreen sidewalk. The same thing with this one. It's got evergreen sidewalk under it. You can see that I used some nails, the track pins, to hold it down, which I haven't removed yet. But they all came out in big chunks. I've got the two overpasses out. I did have to break off this one ramp, but I was able to save that, and I'm hoping to use that somewhere on the new layout. I'm really thinking about over the yard down here somewhere. I just don't know, but I love it, so it's probably going to go on somewhere, even if I use it in a non-scenic purpose. The other surprising thing was, for those of you who are wondering, and I had so much reaction when I built it to the baseball field, I was totally surprised. I didn't remember putting the baseball field on styrene. The whole baseball field came out in one shot, and I think we only have one kid over there that fainted. Everybody else is doing well in there. My next chore tomorrow, if I get time, will be to start packing up these buildings in the crates, and then getting some of this lumber and crap out of here and put it somewhere. Now I'm going to go over a little bit of what I've removed out of here real fast before I end the video. Okay, those of you that have visited the layout before, you may have remembered the fascia started right here and went around on the big loop that was here. And my on-off switch was right there for the entire layout. Well, the 110 for that went through this hole right here and down to that plug right there. And so when I turned it on, the power went all the way around the layout, all the way over to the other side, which I don't need to pan over there. But I took that power off. There was a plug right back here on the layout that powered numerous things, including my little disc player and including the light that was on top. Anyway, I don't need to go over that. It powered a lot of stuff there. There was also, if you remember, all those switch machines that just took me forever to get off of this board, the Homosote that was out here. These are all stringers that came off of this. Stripped this all back. But anyway, the power was run through these holes right here to support the power cable. Another thing I've got to do too is now I'm going to have to run my power cable for the air conditioner up here and along through here somehow. I'll have to drill new holes in here. But anyway, to get around over here and plug it in over here. Because the layout power is going to have to be redone from the middle. There's a plug in the middle of the layout over there. So it will come up and then it'll feed two directions around the layout here. One other thing that I neglected to tell you, and if we go back to the plan, you can see that it's about 2'4" out on the plan here on my diagram. And if I get my trusty tape measure, and if I don't close it too far, and if I put it up here, you'll see that it's 2'4.5" from the wall out to here. So this shelf, once again, this shelf is going to be totally acceptable for that loop and cutting the ends of these off. So anyway, I'm really happy with the way the plan is coming together on paper versus what I actually have here. I was a little bit concerned about that. I also have pulled, and you guys don't know this because I don't think you've ever seen me under the layout really, but this is my bus wire. I pulled it back, obviously. I've got to clean it up. There's the 110 wire right there. I'll redistribute that down to the end here. There's a power strip right here. The power strip will go in. I'll probably put a power box here. I don't think I'm going to touch this right here because I had to cut this out pretty good for the loop back to the staging area down below here. But this gray cable here, this gray cable is I think it's a 16 pair telephone cable. And what I do with that is I have two blocks down there in the middle of the layout, and one of those, and these wires are punched down on that block, on a punch block, like this one. Hang on a minute. A telephone company punch block like this. And what that allows me to do is, if I put that punch block, if I punch that cable down and put it right here, I have one in the middle, and then I have one that goes around to that side over there. What that allows me to do is, if I had a speaker system or something, like this off-board speaker, I can wire that, I can take that wire right there, put it to this 16-pair cable, and run it down to the middle there, pick it up, and attach whatever I want to that speaker. So it's a way for a clean cable around the layout to do low power output items. And that's what that's in there for. Aside from that, I don't know what else to tell you about any of the power stuff. I think that's pretty much it today. You can see that I really have a poop hole in here, but I'm hoping to get that cleaned up in the next few days. So anyway, guys and gals, I guess that's about it for today. I'm extremely happy with the progress, because what this means, what you're seeing here, what that means to me is I got all this board trash in the back of the Suzuki, and when I go out to the fairgrounds this week, I can throw it in the dumpster out there. So I am good to go, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and thanks for watching again. Okay, everybody, hope you enjoyed update number 3 as much as I enjoyed doing it. I'm getting to the point now where, like I said, I can take all this stuff out from inside here. I mean, everything out of here, put it in the garage, and just totally clean the inside of this room and get it ready to go for new foam. But anyway, I appreciate you guys following along, and as usual, thanks for watching.